This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Taurus. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's dive straight into it. What does Taurus need to know at this time? This is going to be for the singles. Let's do the spread for singles, and then I'll do a couple spread right after this. So starting off with Taurus singles. What do we need to know as far as their love life, relationships, romance, or just being single in general? Picking up on a feminine energy here. You want to be courted. You want to be, you want to be pleased. You want to be the pillow princess. You also want to explore and see what's out there for you. You don't know what's out there for you yet. Singles. I'm talking to singles. But you want to see. You're interested. You're curious. Or you may have someone you're curious about at this time. Even though you're single, there is someone on your mind. The first card out was the moon. So you may have had a lot of secrets. Or the person in question did. Either one. You went out on dates. You tried it. But ultimately the hangman, it didn't really go anywhere. Just thoughts and fantasies. Just thoughts. You definitely think about it. We're all human. That's why I do love readings. It's not like we don't want love or romance or, whatever the case may be, intimacy and the Ten of Swords. You get really clingy really fast, and you're aware of that. So you try to hold yourself back, but you just can't help it, to be honest. Finances could be affecting your relationship, or you want to date someone who's financially stable. You got a lot of standards, I ain't gonna lie, which is fine. But get clear about the type of person you want. Get clear about the type of love life you want, the type of sex life you want, the type of... And if you don't want that right now, that's fine. But I'm picking up on someone who... You're bitter. You're bitter. You're bitter. Niggas ain't shit. Bitches ain't shit. Okay, how long you gonna do that? And you may not even be bitter. You may just be going through a phase right now. And the phase is that... It's like, what's the point of being... What's the point of being? What's the point of living? Yeah, you're upset. You could have had bad luck in love in the past. It comes down to choices, though. It literally comes down to choices and what we think we deserve and all of that. I'm going to clarify really quick. Then move on to them couples. But as far as the advice is saying, it's saying acknowledge the fact that you have fantasies, wants, needs, just like any other human. Within yourself. You don't have to acknowledge that to anyone else. Acknowledge that within yourself. And it's also saying envision yourself on what you see for your love life. Yeah, the will. So you feel like you have bad luck in love, Taurus single. You feel like you have bad luck in love. Here's one thing I'll tell you about life in general. This ain't even about love. We are talking about your love life, but you ain't gonna make it out of here alive. Did anyone ever tell you that? You gotta die to leave here. Probably by yourself, because you were born by yourself. So same thing with love. Same thing with riding a bike. You may fall and scratch yourself, but your ass better get back up and keep pedaling and keep trying. We had the wheel in reverse. And I'm a firm believer on mindset over everything. That's just me personally. Everyone may not be strong-minded, but I feel like here's what I'll say. Only the strong survive. And I know these things are cliche quotes that people have been saying for years. But what I'm trying to say is if you can't control your mind, you're a weak motherfucker. And if you are weak, you probably won't survive in this love game, that this love life, which probably will explain why you're single. I've also done videos, not to make you feel bad or feel like shit, but I've also done videos on my YouTube that are not readings, just explaining why dating is dead. That's just my opinion. That doesn't mean people don't still date. That doesn't mean people won't still get on dating apps and go speed dating in person and meet people and have flings and one night stands. It still happens. That's just my opinion, my take here in 2025. There's loads of different types of relationships. And if you're not ready, you're just not ready. If you're not ready, you're just not ready. Let's go to couples, though. That's why I like to do two spreads so people won't get confused about what's going on in love. And, you know, some people are connected, some people are not. I'm aware of that. But if you feel like love is such a dangerous game, I would advise you not to play it, because it is risky. That's ultimately what I'm saying. Moving on to Taurus couples. If you're in a relationship, you're connected to someone, you're thinking about someone, y'all are dating, y'all are in a marriage, y'all are in a sex bait, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is going to be touching on Taurus couples, love, relationships, sex, intimacy, romance, all of that. I'm using the Karma Sutra Tarot deck for the couples. Wheel of Fortune. The relationship is at a point to where you may be in the driver's seat, they may be, but the Wheel of Fortune to me represents, it's like I see the Wheel of Fortune as an opportunity for good. If you want it to be good, you can go left or right. Which way are you going to steer the wheel? I can be the driver or you can be the driver. How we going to play this? You know what I mean? That's what I see when I see the wheel. In this case, you're in a relationship, so I'm going to pick up on how you feel, how your partner feels, what's going on. They prefer to keep things private. Meanwhile, there's a lot of outside influences within the relationship. Like your partner, believe it or not, talks. And this could be you, Taurus. I'm picking up on two storylines, and I'm going to say two people, but you pick which one you are. Reverse the roles if need be. I shouldn't have to say this, but I still have to, because everyone's like, oh, that ain't me, it's the other person. Okay, this can resonate with you even if you're not a Taurus. This is just real shit right here. One of you loves to talk about your partner, and it looks like it's, one of you loves to talk and get advice and tell people about it, and oh yeah, I'm talking to this person, and you like to talk to the other person is completely private. They don't talk about the relationship to nobody, or that's how they want it. They want you to keep this relationship not private, or like don't hide it from the world, but it's saying don't give out your private business in this relationship, because outside influences are affecting the relationship. If it's not that, then you have multiple options in love, or outside influences or other options are influencing the relationship. You're so into them, or they're so into you. You're so into them, and they. Okay. I'm picking up on two energies here. Just want to get all the cards out before I pull it. For one, this is a karmic relationship. It's not based off true love or real love. It's karmic, meaning it will end eventually. The masculine energy wants to keep options open. The masculine energy would rather pursue money. Like, the masculine energy is coming with conditions. So you pick which one you are. Reverse the roles if need be. Or the first energy. I'll just say the first energy. The first energy wants to keep options open, wants to control the relationship. If you're not doing exactly what I say, I'm gone. If I can't have my cake and eat it too, I don't want it. If finances are not stable, if there's not money or sex involved, I don't want it. That's energy one. Energy two is, I'm not really into this. I'll give you this if you want it, but I'm just in it for the stability. I'm just in it because I want to equal give and take. I just want to have somebody. I just want to okay, fine, I'll do this if you really want me to. But this energy too is distracted. They're just looking for an escape route, escapism, just to say that they're in a relationship. What you don't understand in the relationship too is everything is required: love, sex, intimacy, the cuddle, the aftercare, the money, the communication. It ain't just one. It's not just. It's multifaceted. It's not just one layer to it. And one of you thinks, oh, we just gotta just lay up and chill. And meanwhile, the other person wants stability, sex, money. They want everything. They want the whole package. So two people not on the same page. First off, and this came out. Just walk away. Also at the back it says have each other's back. You take that how you want. But just to run through it real quick. What you're not realizing is your partner. I already came into this with visions of how they see their life. And if they don't see it like that, that's going to cause a distraction. Or if they're not actually manifesting that with you within the relationship, now they're thinking about other options on how to manifest that. Two people not on the same page. One person is a control freak. The other one is just nonchalant and distracted. And y'all are just riding it out at this point. Yikes. Yikes. Like when a relationship gets to this point, to me personally, I start to question, is it even worth it? Like, damn, I'm being loyal and I'm not getting what I want. I'm out of here. I got a skedaddle. Like, feet is gone. Like, I'm out of there. Because I might as well be single. You know, that not getting what you want, being unsatisfied, that's that single life. Having to go without, that's a single life. But sadly, there are relationships out there like that. And, you know, I'll go ahead and label it a karmic relationship. Again, I do have videos on my YouTube talking about karmic relationships and dating is dead. I got another topic that I'm gonna drop here soon. The topic is gonna be what's the topic? I wrote the notes here. Let's see. Survival, sex, and struggle relationships. That's gonna be one topic. One title. Survival, sex, and struggle relationships. And this kind of seems like I'm about to pull a card for each sign, but this kind of seems like this is one of them. I also touched on that in the video as well. Survival sex, and people will use the sex, manipulate the sex, use the sex, and even withhold the sex in order to get a desired outcome. Pimps and women do this all the time. And it's a manipulation tactic, or it's a power dynamic tactic, however you want to look at it. But this is a woke channel. This ain't just a tarot channel. This is a woke channel. So you gotta be woke out here, y'all. Y'all gotta be aware of what's going on. And when you're in a dead end relationship, knowing that this partner ain't gonna change, the change is gonna come from you, because you're the more spiritually inclined person. You're more aware. You're more on the light side. You more want to do the right thing. You more want to figure it out for real. So therefore, it's up to you to, like, ain't no other option. Look like this person just in it just to be in it. All right, let's pull a card for each sign. Taurus dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces, and they keeping secrets. Like what? I don't know. Some personal shit. There's a lack of communication, so like. That's another way. That's another way. I gotta that's another way to know you're in a karmic relationship. Lack of communication, confusion, and all that shit. You trying to communicate and they not communicating the way you need, or y'all ain't speaking each other's love languages. Y'all can't even meet each other halfway and shit like that. Karmic. If you're dealing with an Aries, too many options or too many people involved, too many outsiders. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they really just want sex for real. Or Taurus, if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you're dealing with just, this is what it is. They just want sex for real. Or they have an itch that they need to scratch. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they actually want stability within this relationship. It's not just sexual. If you're dealing with a Cancer, pillow princess. If you're dealing with a Leo, starfish energy. Sorry. If you're dealing with a Leo, you got their attention right now, but that's just for right now. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they want an equal give and take, 69 type of energy. If you're dealing with a Libra, patience, or they're holding back intentionally. They're waiting. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, no sex at all, no connection at all. Purely physical. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, a stable connection. They're here to stay for a while. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're just using you for the money. Why does they keep coming up for Capricorn? That came up for Aries too. If you're dealing with a Aquarius, they want to see where this can go, and it can go somewhere. And if you're dealing with the Pisces, mental mind games, mental manipulation, they're playing on your mental weaknesses. I'm gonna leave it at that. Or they can't stop thinking about you. They can't get you out of their head. They're mind fuck. They want to mind fuck you. I'm gonna leave it at that for the sign of Taurus, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.